Mcluvin news on the factor of how men and women judge each other from a previous point that I made in the previous video from yesterday. It's a true fact that I've never had a real relationship. I've never had a real partner and never had anybody who ever truly stayed true. How do I know this? I speak from empathy. I was in that relationship. I watched it pass by, and I know there are many other people, not just myself, who have been in this exact same situation. You put your 100% in, you try to see how far that other person's willing to commit, and what do? They pass you by. They show that they're not truly interested. You connect to somebody on social media, which isn't it shocking now that the only way we're going to find somebody in today's world is actually social media? Yeah, good luck spending your time going out and trying to pick up somebody, quote unquote, flirt with somebody, try to be more than what you were ever naturally to who your core being is, when your natural side is not going out to bars and clubs and social gatherings to pick up people, make friends, go to gatherings or beach hangout spots, or even for that matter, clubs or local bowling alleys or movie theaters. People don't want to have the position of another person coming to hit on them, flirt on them. This is not how we get about in life. And I can tell you right now, the average person, majority of those folks, that doesn't work for them. So the majority of people that are growing up in this day and age, the kids, the generations that are coming up into this world, they are facing an unparalleled amount of judging that shouldn't be coming from everyday people of society, because the people in society, they cannot sit there and say, I'm a judge of a high circuit court, I'm a judge of a Supreme Court. I have the right to judge people as if they are convicted felons, they are convicted predators, they are convicted criminals, they are convicted, treasonous, unwell people that shouldn't be in society. The reality is it's unwell for people to do this to others, to spread this misinformation. And I yesterday, had to shut down from today a comment that literally spread the ignorance of that very same factor, completely blowing aside the point of my video. My video is not the point that judging is completely wrong. It's the factor of how it's used that's completely wrong. It's the factor that we are not judges and Supreme Court judges that judge those of criminal felonies, because we don't have the credentials to sit up on a high-ranking bench and be put in front of a jury of 12 people to make a decision upon someone. That's how people treat everybody, like judge, jury, and executioner. And the people need to stop and think the reality of how they would feel if they were in the same position of that collateral function, to be treated differently based on their ethnicity. I welcome everybody who's in my videos, that follows me, that's a subscriber, that's somebody that is following me on the Clapper, on YouTube, to engage, to be involved, not to think based on my rhetoric and my First Amendment speech, I blame myself like I'm a victim. No, this is about speaking out for the fact that everybody else out there is making victims and calling a victim card, when in reality we need to start working together and stop bringing about the negative labeling and rhetoric. Bringing it together for the holiday season, for my dog, my solo life, to everybody else, a Merry Christmas going forward. There will be another message for you guys going forward, for the children, for the present, for without the present, there is no future.